months after his alleged meeting with the Burmese executives. So this Burmese, they say, pronounce it Burmese, a real beautiful company.
They're not accountable to anyone. I get 10 to 12 million views a month, and they won't come out and address my progressive views a month, and they won't come out and address my progressive audience. They won't come out and address Bree's audience, or Katie's audience, or Justin Jackson, or you. They are not accountable to us. They're accountable to whoever the fuck themselves. Let's not kid ourselves. As Chris Hedges taught us a long time ago, the people attracted to politics are the most mediocre of people. They're not your friends. They are elected servants. And start fucking treating them that way.
I hear Brownie is seconding you in the background.
They're not your fucking friends. They're the people standing in between us and fucking healthcare. They're putting their fucking personal position ahead of that. Don't fucking forget that.
Dumb people, liberal people.
Who are you talking about with that, Jimmy?
I'm talking about anybody who's a progressive in Congress who isn't endorsing hashtag the vote, 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 who isn't endorsing hashtag the youth. They're not accountable.
Mr. Sam, if I could just get this sentence out. We can talk about Jimmy Jones will kill 15 kids tomorrow, and I still believe in force the vote.
Everybody comes in, your grandmother, everybody comes in, your grandmother, your father, your mother, your brother, your cousins. They come in so easily, so crazy, so crazy.
They felt pretty comfortable after day 2.
You used the word smart. So you said you went to Delaware State, but you forgot the name of your college. You didn't go to Delaware State. You graduated either the lowest or almost the lowest in your class. Don't ever use the word smart with me. Don't ever use that word.
Oh, give me a break.
Because you know what? There's nothing smart about you, Jeff.
An opinion of somebody, and that was a retweet. I'll put it out there. People can decide for themselves. I don't take a position.
Watch Hillary examine the terrain. Watch a campaign with a man, Tim Kaine. Tim Kaine in the membrane. Tim Kaine in the brain.
Good news is, for me, I'm here. The bad news for you is, I'm coming back.
Oh, seriously, hot sauce. I've been eating a lot of hot sauce, a lot of raw peppers and hot sauce. Oh, seriously.
I liked beer. I still like beer. But I did not drink beer to the point of blacking out, and I never sexually assaulted anyone.
That the most potent force in the Republican Party is President Trump. We need Trump plus.
Well, you have to understand, the first time I ever heard of Black Lives Matter, they were chanting pigs in a blanket, talking about police. Pigs, talking about our police. Pigs in a blanket, fry them like bacon.
Is this thing on? Hello? Is this thing on? How's it going, folks? Hopefully y'all are having a great day today. I'm having a pretty good day today. I'm feeling pretty satisfied. I've got some satisfaction. Very satisfied with, just life in general. Hopefully everyone's having a great day, though. I'm having a pretty good day so far. I'm going to put my little jewelry on. There you go. I'm blinging out. We're going to do some news today, folks. And by news, I mean I'm going to scroll through all the mass shootings and say I don't feel like talking about any of them. And then talk about dogs. And then talk about the protest. And I'm going to talk about the Steven Crowder, Sam Cedar thing, because that's going to be pretty fucking funny. And so yeah, that's basically the lineup for today. I got some seltzer here, as you can see. You're driving to San Diego. Why on earth? But yeah, hopefully everyone's having a great day. I'm going to check my phone. And then I'm going to clean my glasses. And then I'm going to pay attention to people that are in the chat, potentially. All right. So today is Wednesday. And so some Elizabeth City protesters are currently on their way to, or at least going to be on their way to Raleigh. And so I'm going to be holding it down here at 5 o'clock. I'll be one of the only people out here again, right? No, I'm just joking. But so that's going to be that's going to be what's going on there. I'm sure there's going to be coverage. You can go check that out. I think they're going to do a march at 3 p.m., I believe, is what they're planning on. But I don't do the out of town trips because I'm a local journalist. And plus, I mean, you know, someone's got to record this shit, right? Do I drink soda? The last time I had soda that's not diet soda was not last Saturday, but the Saturday before that. And the last time I had soda before that was months ago. But I have diet soda from time to time, but I had a little bit of diet soda yesterday, but I don't have it too often. Is Raleigh more progressive than Elizabeth City? Raleigh is the state capital of North Carolina. That is where the state legislature is, and they craft laws. As I mentioned yesterday, Democrats and Republicans decided to give a gift to police brutality and fascism by passing forward a bill that says that any gathering of more than 3 people can be declared a riot. And a riot will be changed to a felony. So if you are arrested while rioting, you are charged with a felony. And if you are in a group of more than 3, you are a riot. So, and Democrats and Republicans' bipartisan support of just another bill that will be targeting black communities. And so Elizabeth City protesters are going up there to protest that at the state legislature. So with combined with people that live in Raleigh and, you know, people in general from all across the state that are not interested in that. But of course, I will be staying back here as well, and because there will be a march in town, so I will be attending that. Cedar and Crowder, never heard of them. Me neither. Just saw that shit in the news, right? So those of y'all, I had some interesting comments on the show from yesterday. Yesterday I gave like a little bit of like a fucking, I was, you know, I'm gonna be honest, like I puffed up a little bit before the fucking stream started, and as the stream was starting. And I just kind of went down a rabbit hole. And so, yes, but I got a lot of comments from people saying that, like, you know, my stream yesterday was, like, you know, really good. People said that they appreciate how realistic I am, but also that I'm optimistic. And I appreciate people that have been sending me some kind questions. I didn't answer I don't know, Felix. I don't live there, so I can't answer that question. That's not, like, I'd have to live there to know that. I have no idea, so. If 5 people walk down Palin's alley shouting about justice, that is a fucking riot. Yep. And again, the Democratic state representative here, not the representative to the U.S. Congress, but the representative to the North Carolina Congress, Howard Hunter 3, voted for this bill. So our state representative for Elizabeth City voted for a bill that would charge grandmothers as rioters and send them to jail for felonies. That would charge children as rioters, right? That would charge fucking, you know, disabled people in wheelchairs as rioters, right? That would charge, like, you know, people that walk with canes that couldn't even run if they wanted to as rioters. Our state representative voted for that shit because he's a piece of fucking garbage. So, and if no one else runs against him next term, I might bust it out because fuck that guy. Someone's got to run against him. I don't want to, but if I have to, I will, because that motherfucker's a bitch-ass bitch. I How's it going? How's it going? Let's do a roll call here. Who the fuck is in my goddamn stream? Who's watching me? Hello, Felix. Whoa. Hello, Mila. Hello, Catherine. Hello, Abner. Hello, Walker. Hello, Paladin. Hello, Chuck. Hello, Sal. Hello, Monsieur. Hello, Cloud. Hello, Torrentile. Hello, Real Ann. Hello, Chokey. Hello, Jay. Yo, Jay, you interested in Mega Man X2 later? I've been meaning to do I've been craving Mega Man X2 since you came into my stream and mentioned that I do Mega Man speedruns. I've been craving some Mega Man X2. Did I say hello to Catherine? I don't know. Hey, Terry. Hello, Mr. Freak Glitcher. Hello, Smia. Hey, Bob. Did I miss anyone? If I missed you, feel free to post. I'll move down there to vote for you, then move back. I mean, hey, feel free. But that, like, someone's got to start running against these bitch-ass motherfuckers. Because the strategy when it comes to running for anything is not to win. And now winning is good. If you can win, go for it, right? But the strategy is not to win. The strategy is to basically tell people you don't approve. Because a lot of these motherfuckers run unopposed. Right? Like, they run unopposed. Like, people just assume, yep, that's the guy. And no one runs against them? What? What? You know what I mean? So, the idea, if someone runs against someone and they only get like 30 to 40%, hey, that's a good chunk of people that say, hey, bitch, all you need is 51. You know, all you need is 51%. So, if you can get, like, if you can go in there and say, yeah, 30% of the voters think you're a piece of fucking dog shit, that's a win. And so, we need to have, like, people that are at the protest, we need to start running for every single seat. I, personally, what I want is I want for every single protester to pick something and run for it. And then we all run a collective campaign. That's what I want. I've been talking to a couple people about that, but that would be ideal. But we'll see. We'll see. There's a lot of people that don't want to put in the time and energy for that. But I'm totally willing to dedicate my life to being annoying and speaking up about things that I want to speak up about. Socialist just won in Buffalo, New York mayor? That's awesome. What's up, Brian? Hey, not me. Hello, Schultzy. Yeah, Felix. Well, this is what I was saying yesterday. 62 days. 63 as of now, but as of yesterday. 62, now 63. Days of nonviolent protest and our very own Democratic state representative wanted to vote for a bill that would declare us all rioters and give us felony convictions. That's what we're up against, folks. 62 days, historic. Like, I'm telling you this is a historic movement. We have gone past, like, a pretty decent protest. We are now in the writing history segment of where we're at, right? And the history here is that nonviolent peaceful protests don't work. That's the lesson that we're learning. If you want to call us rioters, then let's at least riot. Obviously, I'm joking. But, like, my point here is that if a grandma who's 70 years old, right, is going to be charged with a felony and sentenced to prison because they said no justice, no peace, and that's it, and nothing else, then, right? What? God damn it, my hair. Oh, look at this. Yeah, we've got like this conservative political action committee. We need to diversify. We need to set that up, our own very own one, as soon as possible. I'm afraid I don't understand the question, Matt. All right, folks, let's get into the news here. So, So I was scrolling through the news, as I am a serious person and I often scroll through Newsweek, I guess, and I came across this interesting article, talking about some like meltdown on YouTube, and I'm thinking to myself, meltdowns? I love meltdowns, right? That's awesome. So here we are in Newsweek, culture. Sam Seder ambushes Steven Crowder on YouTube show, sparks meltdown. I'm so glad that like this has gotten to the point where it's like there's actual articles being written about it, because that's hilarious. All right. Steven Crowder is being mocked online after he had a meltdown. I love the wording. Like, Steven Crowder is being mocked online. Like, that's news now. That's news. Steven Crowder is being mocked online after he had a meltdown when he was tricked into debating Sam Seder on the latest episode of the H3 podcast with Ethan Klein. The conservative political commentator was left panicking when Klein added a surprise guest to the podcast who happened to be none other than progressive political commentator Seder, who Crowder has avoided debating in the past. This is amazing. Known for sharing controversial and offensive opinions. I love that, by the way. Not Steven Crowder advocates for like the genocide of LGBTQ people. Whatever. Just sharing controversial and offensive opinions. Okay, sure, whatever. Crowder hosts the Louder with Crowder podcast and its most popular segment called Change My Mind. Whoa. During Monday's podcast, Crowder becomes very distressed when Seder appears. Oh no, it's Sam Seder. What a fucking nightmare. I had no idea this was going to happen, he says. Crowder becomes increasingly agitated and blasts Klein for putting him on the spot. I told you, I guarantee you, he would do anything he can to avoid a debate, he says, then taking a jab at Klein's recent feud with Trisha Paytas. I don't know who that is. He adds, he just takes advantage of women with mental health issues. Whoa. So I'm gonna like, this is a video, I guess. I don't like care about any of this shit. When does this actually start? Okay, hold up. Let me unmute the page.
Let's be honest. So with all that being
which is different from like a Change My Mind where we sit down and have conversation.
Is this the actual? Okay.
Debater.
I'm trying to find the actual segment because I haven't watched it yet. I guess it's here.
He could to avoid. Oh, there he is. Oh no. Decision.
Okay.
So where do you think that I'm wrong on that?
Stephen, do you know that the Spartans are?
Okay, so this is what's going to happen. What did I tell you? He was going to do anything he could to avoid. Oh, there he is. Oh no, Sam Seder. What a fucking nightmare. I had no idea this was going to happen.
Nightmare. I love that part. That part's so good. I might watch the whole thing. I'm not going to do that right now, but like at some point maybe I'll watch the whole thing. But I just wanted to hear it. What a fucking nightmare. It's so good. All right. I gotta say, I love reading articles about stuff that you're like familiar with the context of. You know what I mean? Like reading someone who barely knows what's going on, but they're writing something about it, but they barely know what's going on in the words that they use. It's amazing. It's fantastic content. Cedar, who is the host of the Majority Report, a daily... It's not daily. They only do 5 times a week. This is a daily show, folks. Above It All is 7 days a week. You can't do 5 days and then call yourself a daily show. That's like... You know, like, I'm sorry. I'm going to send an email to Newsweek to retract that because the Majority Report's not a daily show. A quote-unquote so-called daily political talk show defending Klein adds, yeah, but you would do anything to avoid talking to me. I should. I've just been so busy with protesting. I haven't had time for internet drama, unfortunately, but I want to. Sam, I don't start debates with people based on lies! ! Crowder protests before turning his camera off. I love that part. I love that. Klein then mocks, Stephen, you are such a coward. Stop showing your little leprechaun co-host who comes out dressed like your sidekick. But why did Cedar's presence incite such panic in Crowder? Alright, here we get the backstory here. Back in 2018, Cedar challenged Crowder to a debate at Politicon, which Crowder refused. Whoa. Ever since, Cedar has challenged Crowder to further debates, which he has not accepted. Later in the episode, Cedar berates Crowder for backing out of Politicon, saying her has the recording of the call when he backed out, and criticizes Crowder for wanting to debate college students instead of left-wing pundits. I think Stephen... What? Stephen? Hold the phone, folks. Stephen? Okay, they spell it Steven, and then it's Stephen. Yo, this article's all over the place. They're misgendering fucking Samantha Cedar, and then they're calling him Stephen. I don't know if I can support Newsweek. I think Stephen is afraid of debating somebody. Look, I do a political talk show every day. That's not true. I want to be very clear, that is fake news, folks. Sam Cedar has not done a political talk show every day. Did he do one on Saturday? Did he do one on Sunday? Has he ever done one on Saturday? Has he ever done one on Sunday? Just throwing that out there. You can't say you do something every day unless you do it every single fucking day. So again, I'm just throwing this out there. Above It All, 7 days a week. Right? This is a daily show. This is a daily show. That whole, I'm going to take a break because I've got like 2 children or whatever. Hey, that's your mistake. Right? If you don't want to do a daily show because you've got kids, then don't do a daily show. You can't just not do a daily show and then say, hey, I'm doing a daily show. That's called gaslighting. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. It's dry and it's boring. And you don't. And he's afraid, Cedar says to Klein, and he's afraid. The spectacle has prompted ridicule for Crowder on Twitter, where he is being mocked for panicking once Cedar arrived. Seeing Steven Crowder finally being made to face Sam Cedar, only to run away with his tail between his legs, shouting weird shit like, okay, then take off your glasses, feels so damn cathartic, reads one tweet. While another person added, what Ethan just did is a great example of the only thing debate me culture is good for, getting Crowder types to shit themselves on camera. We just cut to a live feed of Sam Cedar change my diaper. That's really good. Anyway, I just wanted to touch on that. I might watch the full thing maybe tomorrow. I'm not sure. I definitely want to watch it for the first time on stream because it's always better that way. But either way, that's really fucking funny. So, but again, this Newsweek article, again, I like Sam Cedar's show, but this whole propaganda campaign where he's trying to pretend like he does a daily show, I'm sorry, but that's just, urgent follow-up. Oh shit, oh fuck. Uh-oh? What? Okay. We have a follow-up here. So, the Daily Wire says, opinion. Steven Crowder showed why we shouldn't engage with debate me bros. Now, I just want to say Matt Binder's follow-up is amazing. But let's read this. Let's read the Daily Wire, folks. Let's click on some Daily Wire. There's a relatively new social phenomenon that has appeared in recent years, fueled in particular by social media and online video platforms. Debate me culture. Reminder, Steven Crowder hosts an entire fucking show called Change My Mind, where he debates people. Right? Like, he is the quintessential debate bro. Right? Wow. Alright. Also known as Debate Me Bros, there are various online figures who, often with nefarious intentions, seek out debate both online and in the real world. Okay, so who is this person describing right now? Let's go. The strategy itself is ingenious. If the target of debate accepts, then a low-risk opportunity for notoriety is provided, with which the debate me bro can promote their own ideologies, usually in front of an audience much larger than their own. If the target of debate declines, then the debate me bro can claim hypothetical victory by... I also want to say, Ben Burgess has yet to accept my debate. Vouch has yet to accept my debate. These are two prominent, so-called left-wingers that have just refused to debate me. I have issued the challenges. They have been made aware of the challenges. Ben Burgess even said he might debate me. So, what's going on there? Anyway, I don't know if I can read the rest of this. Okay. Let's see. Let's pick out. Such an attempt was on full display in H3's Ethan Klein labeled conservative commentator Steven Crowder a coward after Sam Seder crashed Klein's debate with the host of Louder with Crowder, understandably refusing to engage in a debate following the bait and switch. After all, would you be expected to continue a date if your partner was replaced half? I can't with that. That's really funny, though. That's really funny. But of course, I should also, I should say that, Daily Wire is run by Ben Shapiro, who did this whole big debate me thing with AOC a couple years ago. So that's why that's funny. But either way, very good stuff. I see that, like, the Jimmy Dumbo dumbfuck people are, like, supporting Steven Crowder now. Like, it's extremely, extremely funny stuff. Yeah, I heard Buffalo's about to have a socialist mayor. That's super cool. What did Binder say? He just posted the picture of Ben Shapiro challenging AOC to a debate. That's it. Yo, should I, like, make, Yo, I was on Twitter this morning, and I saw Brianna Joy Gray posting some hella cringe. Like, should I, like, talk about this? Like, posting some mega cringe. Like, we're talking about, like, some, like, legendary cringe. Like, this is, like, shiny fucking Zapdos level cringe. I'm just, like, real quick, man. Like, this shit is just amazing. Like, this tweet. Fucking Brianna Joy Gray on Twitter now, right, is trying to get Sam Seder to apologize because she wanted to have a conversation with him. And then after the stream was over, she changed the video title to debate and marketed it as a debate when it wasn't a debate. That would be like if I changed the video title for Above It All and said, like, you know, Andrea delivers remarks at funeral procession, and then it's just Above It All. Right? Like, what? I thought I was clicking on this video because I thought Andrea's delivering remarks for a funeral procession. No, It's just above it all, folks. Like, and that's exactly what Brianna Joy Gray did. It would be like if I were to like play fucking Mega Man X2 and then label the stream Andrea plays Donkey Kong Country. And then the stream is just me playing Mega Man X2. Right? Like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. And now she wants an apology for something that didn't even happen. Like, it's all made up in her mind. And it's like, it's really honestly embarrassing. It's like embarrassing as hell. It's so bad. It's really not good. I also, like, again, I've got the legendary clip here. The legendary clip?
Honestly, Sam, if I could just get this sentence out. We can talk about Jimmy Dore can go and kill 15 kids tomorrow, and I still believe in force the vote.
I am looking forward to the Good Faith podcast. Oh, goddamn. Fucking the Good Faith podcast. Also, what's going on with Virgil? Like, let me do a quick, let me look some stuff up here. Alright, so the only time that Brianna Joy Gray has talked about Virgil in any capacity since the allegations of him sexually abusing minors has gone through, which again, if they're false, hey, whatever. But the only time that she has mentioned that his name at all in the last like couple months is like in this context right here about like fucking something about asking a question of Virgil. I don't know. Like, this is like what is going on? Like that's the thing with Brianna Joy Gray. It's like I met her in person. Right? Like, we had a nice conversation. I thought she was super cool during the Bernie Sanders campaign, and then this happens, right? Like, it's crazy, man. These motherfuckers are out of control. As Virgil said, I have no idea what's going on with that. Maybe Virgil thought she said 15-year-old kid. I can't. Bree still follows me. Good morning, comrade. Get in there. Wait until fucking, wait until the Good Faith podcast starts. That's gonna change. Oh, Lord have mercy. Has Sammy Cedar said anything about his waywards? I have no idea, but I think, personally, I think it's incumbent upon you if it's your co-host. If it's someone you have invited on your show, I don't know if you necessarily need or are obligated to talk about. I think you should, right? So I don't know, but I feel like there's a heavy obligation if there's a 2-person podcast, right? And the other person was accused, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like this is like a 7-person show and like we have like fucking 30 trillion different rotating, like that's like, that's like whatever. But if it's a 2-person show and 50% of the podcast has been accused of sexually abusing children, I mean, that's a problem. Does Brianna Joy Gray do like podcast episodes by herself? Like, anyway, she's only done them by herself. That's amazing. That's so good. I mean, that's so good. Y'all, have you seen this motherfucking dog? Jesus Christ. I love dogs. I'll probably talk about the mayor thing in Buffalo tomorrow, if that's alright with y'all. I'd like to, do a more proper segment on it, because it looks like it's a good thing, and I'd rather go into it with more info than I just found out about it on the show. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather read the article and then find clips or something. I've never seen Max show them to us. All right. Max! Maxie! Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Maxie! Maxie. He's tired. Look at this dog. Look. Like, end scene. I mean, like, this is all you need. Maxie! Max the dog. Look at this. It's crazy stuff, folks. Crazy motherfucking stuff. All right, let's look at Google News. Yang concedes the mayoral race. Eric Adams is in 10-point lead. That's a ugh. Honestly, though, like, Yang, I think Yang would have been better than Eric Adams. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, from what I know about that guy's fucking crazy. Remember, like, a couple months ago, I played that video of, like, Eric Adams, like, doing a search in, like, their children's fucking, like, searching for crack in, like, someone's fucking, like, bunny rabbit toy. Like, that guy's fucking crazy. Motherfucker is crazy. Matt, would you mind DMing that to me, and I'll put it on the docket for tomorrow? This is, oh my god. This can't be real? Alright. So before I begin this segment, I want to, of course, remind everyone that the winner of the 2020 election in the United States of America was Joseph Robinette Biden II. Donald Trump lost the election. He did not get enough votes in the states of Georgia and in other states such as Michigan, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania to win the Electoral College, so he lost the presidency. He is a one-term president. Donald Trump is not the president of the United States, nor will he be the president of the United States anytime soon. It is theoretically possible that he will win in 2024 because Democrats are garbage and didn't ban him from office. That's a whole nother story. But of course, I need to be very explicit, otherwise YouTube will ban me, even though that's what I think anyway. So, gotta be very explicit. So, with that being said, we've got a statement by Donald J. Trump, 45th President of the United States of America. The story that I asked the Department of Justice to go after ratings challenged without Trump, Saturday Night Live, and other late-night losers, is total fake news. It was fabricated. There were no sources, and yet the lamestream media goes with it. I did say, however, that Alec Baldwin has no talent, certainly when it comes to imitating me. The one who had what it took was Daryl Hammond. With all of that being said, however, I do believe that the 100% one-sided shows should be considered an illegal campaign contribution from the Democrat Party. Hard to believe I got 75 million votes, the most of any sitting president, despite all that, together with a very fraudulent election. Again, asterisk. The election was not fraudulent. It was an election where Joseph Robinette Biden II was the winner of. There were no verified cases of voter fraud. Donald Trump is not the president. He lost the election. I have to say that. 2024 or before. Again, there is no before. It's not happening. It's not going to happen unless like a lot of people die, which, you know, that could happen. Look at January 6th. But again, also, I would love to see Donald Trump run in 2024. I think it's going to be hilarious. I'm afraid that he will win, but at the same time, I would rather he run in 2024 and then like just fuck around. I think he'll win the primary. I think it's very, very possible he could win the general, but I don't think he could win the general. I just don't think it's going to happen again. I'd be very shocked. And so far, I'm like 2 for 2. Like I thought Donald Trump could probably win in 2016. I thought that he would definitely lose in 2020. So I'm 2 for 2 on the elections that I voted in. So, but I'm pretty sure this motherfucker has no chance in 2024. Like, even if Kamala Harris runs, I just, like, after January 6th, I feel like he just doesn't have enough Republican support. But I could be wrong. Either way, like, that's extremely funny. 2024 or before. God damn it. Motherfucking fuck. That said, let me say actually, that said, if we don't get voter, like the For the People Act, I think it's also possible. I think it's possible he'll win. Maybe. I forgot about that they're literally cheating in half the states in the country and trying to ban black people from just being allowed to vote. Right? I forgot about that aspect. So it's possible if they don't do anything, they being the Democrats, about this, that he could win again. Mike K, $4.99. I found out that I live near where a runaway slave Dangerfield newbie lived. The story that Django Unchained may have been based on. That's interesting. The governor of Florida is planning on running in 2020 only if Trump doesn't run. I don't think he would run against Trump. That seems like he has built his entire brand on being like the Trump's good boy. So, I'd be shocked if he ran against Trump, you know? DeSantis is polling higher than Trump. That doesn't matter, I don't think. Fuck. Woo! Oh, fuck. Alright, what else should we talk about? Google News, folks. Google News. Look at this goddamn dog. Put your paws up, folks. Put them up. Oh, God. You ready for this? What? All right, you ready for this?
So, yeah.
Army of Virginia parents unite against critical race theory insanity. Quote, our protests won't stop. Let's watch.
Well, are you worried about the fall? I mean, you're worried about what's going to happen in the fall, right? Because obviously this year is come and gone. And I'll put that to you, Rachel. Do you think that this message has gotten across where you actually will change the curriculum, or else the parent protest won't stop?
The parent protest won't stop. I mean, we are an army of moms and parents that will not stop until we're heard. So they can mute our mics, they can arrest us, they can kick us off of public property. We're not going to stop. They're passing laws saying in July 1st, After this, in the fall, they will fire any teacher that is not culturally in agreement with the school board and their tactics. This is insanity in America. This isn't freedom of speech.
Right.
It's not freedom of religion. It's racism, and it's cloaked in socialism.
All right. Okay, let's read. Loudoun County parents are speaking out against critical race theory in their school district, with one mother, Rachel Pisani, telling Fox and Friends Wednesday they will not stop until they are heard. Well, first of all, the fact that you get on Fox News by definition means you are heard. You have been heard. Now, if you meant to say we will not stop until we get what we want, okay. Feel free to continue going. I'll content mine it and I'll talk about it and make fun of you, right? But to say that you won't stop until you're heard, you've already been heard. You got on Fox News, so you won? Does that mean you're going to stop? Does that mean it's over or the protest's done? You got heard. You're on mainstream media. You got on one of the largest fucking cable programs, right? Is that it? What the fuck? Oh, watch the full interview. Oh, shit. The full interview. Whoa. Whoa, folks. 6:30. Okay, let's watch. We're watching.
The Western culture and values that brought forth Christianity in the founding documents are being called evil and racist.
I'm reminded of the tyranny of communist China, where your money is legally stolen and then used in government schools, not public schools. These are not public schools, these are government schools, like here, to indoctrinate children against their parents.
My child is not oppressed, and don't assume that. As long as you Marxists push your unconstitutional agenda on my child, she will not be returning back to Loudoun County schools.
Yup, a heated scene. I don't need to tell you if you watch that playing out in Loudoun County, Virginia, where hundreds of parents push back against the school board over the district.
Yo, maybe there are some good cops. Holy shit.
No, I'm just kidding. The epicenter of the fight against critical race theory in the classroom.
Do you see this motherfucking cop's ass jiggling? Wait, what the fuck? Did you see that? This motherfucker's like twerking on this person.
It's the
like,
school
what
board
is
over
happening?
the
Look
district's
at this.
transgender policy and other things.
Whoa, did I hear trans? I was too busy focused on the cop butt. Transgender policy? All right, hold the phone, folks.
I need to tell you if you watch that playing out in Loudoun County, Virginia, where hundreds of parents push back against the school board over the district's transgender policy and other things. The district has also been the epicenter of the fight against critical race theory in the classroom. Look at this. Here to react to a panel of Loudoun County parents, conservative radio host Joe Mobley's here, along with Paul Chen and Rachel Pisani. Rachel, let's start with you. What was the goal going in? What ended up happening that cut everything off yesterday?
You know, the goal was really parents being able to speak and express their concern about CRT and the fact that our school board wants to indoctrinate
let me just say, this is always a thing that right-wingers do. First of all, I just want to say, I'm a speedrunner, right? I come from a hobby where people will play old video games on old televisions. And there's an old television that has the abbreviation CRT. It's like fucking like cathode ray tube or some shit like that. It's, you know, the big ones with the big like, and so like, you know, those process things a little bit differently in older video game consoles compared to new TV. So every time I hear the term CRT, my brain is like, wait, are they talking about televisions? But anyway, so this is something that they always do. They always try to have abbreviations and acronyms. Right? Like, it's not Black Lives Matter, it's BLM. It's BLM! The big boogeyman. BLM! Right? It's not anti-fascism. It's, all capitals, Antifa! Right? I've even seen people put, like, the periods in between each letter of Antifa thinking that it's an acronym. Right? They always try to turn things into acronyms because you don't want people to hear critical race theory. First of all, critical race theory, horrible name for anything. Like, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever, and it doesn't give any information. Right? They do this thing with Black Lives Matter because they don't want you to think Black Lives Matter. They want you to think BLM. Because if you say Black Lives Matter, and I hate Black Lives Matter, what is that? First of all, that's grammatically doesn't mean anything. I hate Black Lives Matter? What? That's not a sentence that exists in the English language, right? If you were to say, I hate black lives, right? I mean, okay, at least that's a sentence. I mean, you're a racist motherfucker, but at least it's a sentence, right? At least it's a sentence in the English language, right? But when you say something like, I hate Black Lives Matter, that makes you look illiterate. It makes it look like you've never gone to school in your life, right? And so that's why they shorten things. They make abbreviations. I hate BLM. And then people go like, oh, I know what BLM means, right? And that's what they're doing with critical race theory. It's CRT. It's CRT. It's not critical race theory. What is it? Critical race? I mean, I think it's a bad name, but you can at least think about, okay, being critical of race theory. It's a bad name. Like Black Lives Matter is succinct and to the point. But my point here is that they always do this kind of thing where they try to abbreviate things, they try to make things acronyms to take out as much meaning as they can, but will still, try to fucking shit talk it all. So I'm just like, that's a little strategy, a little dog whistle you have to understand. Is right-wingers will, look at Democratic Party and Democrat Party. That's another one. So anyway.
Children, we do not want to co-parent with our government. We want to be able to instill beliefs and instill our faith in our children without hesitation.
Joe, do you think you're being heard? And the fact that they cut this off, does it make you feel as though they're trying?
I mean, again, you are objectively being heard. Like, I'm hearing you right now. So, if your goal was to be heard, you got them. The goal accomplished. Go home, folks. You got heard.
Trying to cut you off.
Absolutely, we're not heard. If anything, last night proved that this school board, and in particular Brenda Sheridan, have a real problem with the First Amendment, all the way from religious expression, freedom of conscience, to freedom of speech and expression. I think that's clear by last night.
So is your goal to win over the Board of Education or to replace them? And I'll bring that to you, Paul.
Yeah, absolutely, Brian. The goal has been started about 7 or 8 weeks ago, and we are trying to recall the school board. 6 members out of 8 or 9 members we're trying to recall, because if we don't, these radical policies will not change.
So, yeah, well, are you worried about the fall? I mean, you're worried about what's going to happen in the fall, right? Because obviously this year's come and gone. And I'll put that to you, Rachel. Do you think that this message has gotten across where you actually will change the curriculum, or else the parent protest won't stop?
The parent protest won't stop. I mean, we are an army of moms and parents that will...
First she said they won't stop until you're heard. Now they just won't stop? Whoa.
Will not stop until we're heard.
Oh.
So they can mute our mics,
All right.
they can arrest
Well, I guess they're going to stop. I guess the protests are over. I feel like they're over now, folks. I heard them. They're over. In fact, I don't like this segment is getting a little boring. So I heard them. The protests are over, folks. Anyway, that shit's dumb as hell. Also, the fucking transgender policy, that was a little Easter egg just kind of snuck in there. There's a fucking transgender... What does that mean? Transgender policy. What does that mean? What? It's just let people use the fucking bathroom. First of all, no one wants to go to the bathroom at school, right? The bathrooms at a fucking middle school and high school are disgusting. They're awful. They're heinous, and you don't want to be anywhere near that motherfucker, right? So the idea that we're fucking doing this bullshit, the transgender, go fuck yourself, bro. No one cares about your bullshit. You're a loser, right? CRT and the transes. That sounds like a fucking, poem I could write. It's ridiculous. These motherfuckers are fucking ridiculous, dude. I just, oh my god. We're not gonna stop until we're heard. Bitch, you got heard. You're on the fucking biggest cable news fucking, channel in the world. You fucking got heard. Next? What's your next mission? If you want to say we're not gonna stop until we're heard, and then we get what we want, okay. But you said you're not gonna stop until you get heard. I'm sorry. I love focusing on language like that. It's so fun. But anyway... Motherfuckers are dumb as hell. Next. Alright, folks. You know what time I think it is? Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Are you waiting? Are you waiting? Wait for it. All right, folks. So before I begin the recap for yesterday, I took some epic selfies. I wanted to share these with the world. Everyone go on Twitter and retweet my selfie post. This is of utmost importance. And, you know, look at me. I've got my walkie-talkie on because I'm a professional protester. Look at me. Look at that. Isn't that an incredible specimen right there? It's great. Anyway, so yesterday was the 63rd consecutive day of protests in the city of Elizabeth City over the police murder and execution of Andrew Brown Jr. on April 21st, 2021. And again, day 63, today will be day 64. And that, you know, that's a lot of days. But yesterday was day 63, and that's still a lot of motherfucking days. So it was raining, yesterday was a motherfuck day when it comes to rain. So in the morning it's great, and then it starts raining, and then it stops raining, and then I'm chilling downtown, I'm chilling with some folks, we're outside, we're having a good time. Guess what happens? It starts fucking raining. And I'm thinking, oh, it's a light drizzle, we don't have to worry about shelter. Guess what, motherfucker? A couple minutes later, wasn't a nice drizzle. That motherfucking shit was blowing my fucking hat off. You know, I was in a mess, right? It was a bad deal, right? And so we're stuck. We're stuck inside. And then the rain is like not stopping. And then it stops right before the protest. It stops at like 5:20, 5:30-ish. And then we start protesting at around 6. So pretty good. Pretty good. I don't believe in God. I think God is stupid. But if God did exist, right? Or if God, like, you know, I believe I'm more in line with the simulation theory, right? You know, you just leave something on and then, like, you look at it like, you know, you ever play The Sims and then you just leave The Sims on and then you wake up, you know, in the middle of the night to, like, do a few actions and then you go back to sleep? That's what I feel like. Someone woke up, they saw, oh shit, it's raining, let me turn the rain off, alright, we're good, and then they went back to sleep. That's what I feel like. So, but anyway, I'm being a little wacky. So yesterday was day 63, and the reason why I mentioned the rain is because there are a lot of motherfucking puddles. And so my shoes have holes in them, so I wore flip-flops yesterday. I was flipping, I was flopping, it was a lot of fun. And so yeah, so we go down Water Street, which is the street that is right next to the river. And again, it was raining like a motherfucker, so there's a lot of water on Water Street. Just kidding, actually, because Water Street turns into Southern Avenue. It's the same road. It's the same fucking road, but it turns into Southern Avenue, and that's where the water was. So the water wasn't actually on Water Street, but either way. So we go down Water Street, and then we go to Southern Avenue, and we go through some neighborhoods. The protest overall lasted about 2 hours, and it was a decent time. I had a good time. We had a bunch of people, like, you know, like, when I say bunch, a bunch could mean anything. Like, a bunch is a very vague term. It could mean 2 people, it could mean 20 people, it could mean 300 people. So when I say we have a bunch of people, it doesn't mean anything. But we had, like, maybe 2 or 3 people join us as we were going through the protest that weren't there at the start, and that was pretty cool. I love when that kind of stuff happens. And so we're marching through the neighborhoods, and we go back through the Water Street. And the water's a bit dried up at this point. But overall, I would say yesterday was pretty decent. You know, that was a good sign. If you aren't anti-racist, you are complicit. Very correct, very accurate signage there. And so today I want to remind people that people are going to be in Raleigh, the state capital of North Carolina. And they are going to be protesting House Bill, I believe, 805, which is a bill that says that if you are in gatherings more than 3 people, you can be declared a riot. And if you are arrested for quote-unquote rioting, you will get a felony charge. So if you look at all these people, like, you know, look at the grandmas, people walking with canes, people with wheelchairs, this is a riot now. And I want to be very clear, again, Howard Hunter, our Democrat, not Republican, we have a Democrat state representative, right, to the state legislature of North Carolina. Our Democratic state representative voted for this bill, declaring wheelchair-bound protesters as rioters. Howard Hunter thinks that this woman in a wheelchair is a rioter. Howard Hunter thinks that a woman walking with a cane is a rioter. Howard Hunter thinks that a 70-year-old grandmother is a rioter. These are all rioters now. in the mind of Howard shitfuck for brains sellout bitch boy motherfucking loser Hunter 3. He's the third one. Like, Jesus Christ. Couldn't we stop at 2? Like, is 2 enough? No, we have Howard Hunter motherfucking 3. But either way, so people are going to be going to Raleigh today, and so I don't know if we're going to have as many people at the protest in Elizabeth City today. But either way, we had a good showing. A lot of people don't show up in the rain. And so the numbers usually dwindle a little bit, but for like it just being like, it was raining a little bit, drizzling throughout at certain points. And so with that being said, it was pretty decent. We had a good showing of people that came out. And another thing as well, I'll talk about that tomorrow. I don't know what the embargo is on that. But either way, yesterday was a good day of protesting. Relatively standard. No incidents to report, which I guess is a good thing, but it makes for bad content, I suppose. But no real incidents to report. Today, again, people are going to be in Raleigh, so I don't know what's going to be happening today. But I am staying in Elizabeth City. I will be covering whatever happens today. And I'll keep you posted on twitter.com. And yeah, so if anyone has any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to let me know. And fuck Howard Hunter. All my homies hate Howard Hunter. That bitch is about to lose his job. Yep. The motherfucking homies. Dead air segment. Damn right, bitch. We're talking about the Left 4 Dead campaign. Dead air, right? God bless. I'm a gamer. What's the bill? I think it's 805. Yeah, here's the thing. Like, I personally, when it comes to the protests, right? I personally would love to be out there for 12 hours a day. But we're only being out there for like 2 hours a day, right? We are giving them our planned routes ahead of time, right? You know what and they're still trying to call us rioters. And that's the thing that's fucking crazy. Crazy. It's crazy. If you see a fucking 70-year-old grandma, right, waddling through puddles, right, at a protest saying no justice, no peace, and you think to yourself, holy shit, let's bring out the riot cops. I mean, right, it's like, you are a fucking lunatic, and you deserve to be locked in a fucking jail cell for that kind of shit. Like, that's crazy. Like, it's one thing to think that, but it's another thing to, like vote on legislation that makes that a reality. Fucking ridiculous. Let's get her, right? Exactly. Establishment does nothing but lie. Abso-fucking-lutely. I mean, the whole thing's just a mess. Again, like, the whole thing's just a mess. But anyway, I guess that sums up the show for today. Does anyone have anything they want to talk about? Like general questions? General questions, general comments, general concerns, anything like that? I love the video of the commissioner meeting because I learned the names of some of my favorite protesters. That's amazing, Mila. I'm so happy you're enjoying all this. Oh, I just have Black Lives Matter bracelets on. They hand them out at the protest, so I like wearing them. Will I give an interview? I am going to be starting to do more interview stuff. I've been speaking to a lot of people about it. We just have to pick a time and place, and it's like I want to make it like, you know, spontaneous. I want to do more spontaneous interviews, but I also want to do more like interviews about specific things going on. I don't know. Like, it's something that I should do more of, absolutely. But I'm making positive effort and plans in that direction. So yeah, I will be doing that. You had to have the big salad. Unbelievable. In fact, wait for it.
Unbelievable.
Look at this goddamn dog. The Democrats in North Carolina are fucking useless. They're fucking garbage. There's shit on my fucking shoes. Oh no, Sam Cedar, what a fucking nightmare. It's so good. Can you plug something? Yeah, go for it, dude. What's up? Oh, I should also plug myself. So tomorrow I'm going to be, according to reports, unless I get banned, I'm going to be on the Benjamin Dixon show to discuss the protests here in Elizabeth City. And so that's all I know. I think it's going to be like 8:30, 8:40. So something around that. It's like in between 8 and 9, maybe, I don't know. But that's going to be happening tomorrow morning. So definitely tune in for that. For those of you that don't watch the Ben Dixon show, if you do watch it, I'm going to be there. So there you go. Should be pretty cool. I'm doing a lunch break AMA live stream on Instagram at Friends of Strackbine. If you tweet it out and then DM me the tweet, I'll retweet it too. So, but yeah, there you go. Am I going on like I get whatever the show is in the morning, I guess. Yeah, I don't have time to watch shows anymore. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I'm a very staunch supporter of #TheVote. Again, I mean, it's one of the greatest inventions of all time. You are so pretty. Thank you, not applicable. I try my best. Alright, folks. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. Emphasis on fuck and out and here. Because the show's over. So thank you all for watching. Again, I'll be live in the morning. Let me like double check my email with them. Yeah, okay. 8:45. That's what I'm told. 8:45. So check it out, folks. Hit it up. All right. And other than that, I'll be here tomorrow. Y'all have a good one. Y'all have a great one. And I'll see you again at an unspecified time in the future. Just kidding, folks. It is very specified. 8 fucking motherfucking 40 ass fucking 5. Have a good one.
The world is actually a small piece of the universe, right? The world is actually a small piece of the universe, right? And then they have cans of soup. Soup. And they throw the cans of soup. That's better than a brick because you can't throw a brick, it's too heavy. But a can of soup, you can really put some power into that, right? And then when they get caught, they say, no, this is soup for my family. They're so innocent. This is soup for my family. It's incredible. And you have people coming over with bags of soup, big bags of soup, and they lay it on the ground, and the anarchists take it, and they start throwing it at our cops, at our police. And if it hits you, that's worse than a brick because it's got force. It's the perfect size. It's like made perfect. And when they get caught, they say, no, this is just soup for my family. And then the media says, this is just soup. These people are very, very innocent. They're innocent people. Well, you have to understand, the first time I ever heard of Black Lives Matter, they were chanting, pigs in a blanket, talking about police. Pigs, talking about our police. Pigs in a blanket, fry them like bacon. Running against the worst candidate in the history of presidential politics puts pressure on me. Can you imagine if I lose my whole life? What am I going to do? I'm going to say, I lost to the worst candidate in the history of politics. I'm not going to feel so good. Maybe I'll have to leave the country. I don't know. Tweet. That was an opinion of somebody. $7 million for reef fish management, $25 million to combat Asian carp,